What's going on YouTube? This is Mr. Brew 2007 here, and today is day one of the NFL preseason. That's right, the NFL season is just right around the corner, and why not celebrate this, I guess you could say, occasion with another Bandwagon episode. And since the NFL season is just right around the corner, the actual NFL season, I figured let's do a football team, and that is episode 4, the Washington Redskins. Now, why the Redskins, you ask? Well, in case anybody wasn't following, or if you did follow, whatever, you know, the Redskins did pretty well last year. They finished 10-6. They won their division for the first time since 1999. They went to the playoffs for the first time since 2007. It unfortunately didn't work out for them, but I mean, hey, that's all right. Let me do a little backstory about myself, and you know, because you're probably wondering, why does he have a Redskins hat if you know he's doing a bandwagon episode, you know, on a particular team? Well, honestly, I'm a fan of the Redskins. You know, I've been a fan since 2010. I originally followed them like when Donovan McNabb went to the Redskins, and the first game I do remember watching was the Redskins and the Cowboys week 1. The Redskins did win that game, and you know, honestly, I decided to have the Redskins as, like, you know, you could say my second team. Because, you know, in case you haven't noticed from previous videos and the shirts that I've been wearing, you know, I'm a Chicago Bears fan. And, you know, I've been a fan since 2003. Will always be a Bears fan, you know, to the day I die. Bears. But, I don't know, there's just something about the Redskins that, you know, I just like from then on out. You know, maybe it was the history of the franchise, the fight song, you know, the players that they've had over the years. And that, and I also like to be a black sheep in certain situations, because hey, you know, I'm living in San Antonio, and San Antonio there's a lot of Dallas Cowboys fans, so you know, what better than to be a black sheep than to have a hat or follow a team of their big rival, which is the Washington Redskins. So that's pretty cool. But I have noticed, you know, within this past season, you know, with Robert Griffin III being with the team, in the sense that there has been an increase in bandwagon fans lately. I was talking to a fellow YouTube critic, DC Sports Talk, because he lives in that area, and I wanted to get his input on, you know, what he thinks of this, and if there has been an increase in bandwagon fans for the Redskins. And he told me, you know, well, been a fan since 1994, had season tickets in 2008, and he said yes, there has been an increase in Redskins fans. He said before the 2012 season, pretty much all I saw were either Dallas Cowboys memorabilia or Pittsburgh Steelers stuff. And he says, now I can't go anywhere without seeing, you know, Redskins bumper stickers, flags, you name anything Washington Redskins, and now I see it. Also, he said the fact that at FedEx Field, you know, before 2012, most of the games, you know, would be filled with opposing fans, be it, you know, Dallas Cowboys, Philadelphia Eagles, the New York Giants, whoever. And so now, in 2012, it seems like everybody's a Redskins fan all of a sudden. Or as he put it, RG3 fans. And he said, you know, they do those chants all the time in all the games. It doesn't even matter if another player like, you know, Alfred Morris or Santana Moss scores a touchdown, or hell, maybe even Kirk Cousins. And they'll still be chanting RG3, RG3, RG3. So that basically confirmed my my guesses as to how the Redskins would be a rising team for bandwagons. But you know, I have seen some Redskins fans in San Antonio, and you know what, they are pretty passionate. I've seen them before. You know, Robert Griffin III came to the team, but it's just a shame that, you know, unfortunately, you know, a team like the Redskins has increased in bandwagons, which is a real shame, because I know that there are some diehard Redskins fans, you know, all around the world, and you know, a lot seem to be like a little bit biased, but I know that there are some that are really realistic, and you know, look at the facts when it comes to how the team is. Like, you know, DC Sports Talk, if you want to go to his channel, you know, he posts videos on the Redskins all the time, and he's a very smart critic, in my opinion. You know, he tells it like it is. He doesn't sugarcoat anything, and he does a really good job of that. And I've seen some, you know, customers at work, and you know, I've met this one Redskins fan, and he's like, oh yeah, you know, and he would tell me stories about how when he lived in that area, he would go to RFK Stadium, and watch the Redskins, you know, take on the Cowboys or whoever. And he said it was a good atmosphere, great experience, great place to watch football. So, but honestly, I'm not too sure how the Washington Redskins are going to do this season. Honestly, if they were to make the playoffs, like in my personal opinion, I they would probably go in as a wild card, because I don't know. It's in the NFC East. It's really hard to repeat like as champions. I mean, that hasn't happened for a long time, not since like the Eagles in 2003 and 2004. So it's definitely going to be a challenge for the Redskins. You know, as everyone knows, Robert Griffin III is going to be sitting out the preseason, and he won't start until week 1 when they host Philadelphia Eagles on Monday Night Football. I'm very excited for that game, so it should be pretty cool. So now, guys, this is going to close out Bandwagon episode 4, the Washington Redskins. Do you guys think that the Redskins, you know, are rising in Bandwagon fans? Just leave a comment below. Let me know, and you know, as always, like, comment, and subscribe. And as always, guys, keep watching, and hail to the Redskins. Take it easy, guys. Bye-bye.